Hey there, guitar maniacs all over the world. It's Martin Jarrett here, and what you just heard, that's my Quad Cortex preset for the next concert. Because I told you, I'm gonna play with the Quad Cortex instead of my UAD pedals for a specific reason. And that is because I want to get in and out as fast as possible. So I'm gonna have both of my E2s, ESP E2s, in an KnK case, vlop. Gonna get in, we're gonna play for like 45 minutes at that Christmas festival, and then I'm gonna get out. And at this point I want to talk a bit about modeling and what's actually going on in the mid-tier touring circuit, right? I've seen a couple of concerts this year in Munich. I just been to one last week, and nobody that I saw this year was using an actual tube amp. I saw Firewind, the Gus G was playing a Tonex and a delay pedal, and that was his entire rig. Last week I saw Evergrey, which was an absolutely amazing concert, and all of them are using modelers for the first time. Here you can see the Douglas Infinity, that's the whole bass rig. Then Henrik Donhage, he plays a Tonemaster Pro, which makes sense because he's endorsed by Fender/Javel. And that's Tom England's rig, very easy to see, that is a Quad Cortex. And Evergrey, that used to be a band, they would cart out 4 half stacks of Engel and Marshall cabs on one side, full Ampeg bass rig, and of course Tom England's stack as well. They used to play with a lot of analog gear and tube amplifiers, and now they don't anymore. And they still sound like Evergrey. And the next one is an interesting story. So I have a friend who is a great colleague. He's a great audio engineer, but he's more in the classical genre. He's also an amazing composer. And sometimes I send him stuff to listen to and ask for his golden ear opinion, right? And I sent him 2 different YouTube videos of Evergrey concerts. One of them from 2024 tour when they're all using modelers, and one from the past. And he actually liked the recent one better. So it really doesn't matter. And I was thinking to myself, and I was also telling my bass player who was with me at that Evergrey concert, it's like, it probably doesn't matter when you're blasting at like 110, 120 dB SPL. It doesn't matter what you're playing. I remember from the past, there were a lot of times where the mic was not really super spot on, and then I didn't really quite like that real tube sound I had. The mobility and the ease of use and the fact that you can just slap it on stage, connect it, and have a consistent sound throughout every concert that you're feeding to the mixer, so the only point that's left is the acoustics of your stage concert environment, concert hall environment, so to speak, I guess is evidence enough to stop this discussion whether the tube amp is so much better or not. Nowadays, I guess there's enough evidence out there that it works differently on at least the mid-pro sector. So in any case, I saw this incredible Evergrey concert, and I saw Tom England's rig and this shielding on top of it. And the next gig I'm gonna play, which is next week on the 25th of December, that is the first gig ever where I'm gonna use the Quad Cortex alone without a pedal board. I was like, maybe it's a good idea to get one of those KnK Shields. I'm a big believer in Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And you never know who's in the audience, and maybe some drinks, some beers are being spilled on stage, and I want to have the best protection for my Quad Cortex without having to bring the big pedal board. So I went online and I ordered one of those KnK Shields, and then I almost dropped dead when I read the email, and they wrote something like, okay, it's gonna be ready in about 2 weeks plus shipping, and I was like, oh. And I remember they had some like return B-tier Quad Cortex Shield on offer, so I dropped them an email in the middle of the night on a Saturday and went like, well, if you don't have a new one available, please ship me that one if it's still there, because I need it before Christmas. After about like 5 or 10 minutes, I get a reply by a great guy called Martin, which means Martin in Polish, so everything is understood. That's why you're a great guy. Who also apparently plays in the band, because in the shipment that arrived today there was a card from his band. And yeah, great guy, immediately answered, and I got the Shield today. Absolutely superb job. DPD with the push, amazing, right? And I unpacked it and I mounted it on my Quad Cortex, and let's take a look at the whole thing now. That looks good. Use the 2 bolts taped to the black foil to hold the shield in place. Doesn't require tools. Just push down and tighten with fingers. And that's what we're gonna do. Seated like this. It's pretty good, and now we just need to fixate it in a way, and we're going to use those screws. And this actually works. Take a look at that. It's actually dented in, so you know how to put it. And that's about that. And my Quad Cortex is now gig ready and should be safe. And that does the screws. Yeah. Tight, and you can turn that one. It's cool. And you can switch it on and off here. That's excellent. So much about that. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas now. I don't know if I have time to shoot another video, so in case I don't, I wish you a wonderful Christmas. Make me a gift, right? Subscribe to the channel, please. I need it. Like it. And don't forget, and that's the most important thing, to have the best day ever. Bye.